Take a deep breath, unwind, and let tonight's story bring peace. Tulip and Wisteria, the honest heart. This story is about a girl named Tulip and her goldfish Wisteria, who learned a valuable lesson of honesty and its transformative power. Tulip lived in a quaint little village nestled between the hills and the sea. She was a kind and cheerful girl who adored her goldfish, Wisteria. Every day, Tulip would visit the shimmering pond behind her cottage, where Wisteria swam gracefully among water lilies and reeds. One afternoon, as the sun cast a golden glow over the horizon, Tulip discovered a peculiar stone glinting at the water's edge. It was smooth and translucent, with swirls of vibrant colors embedded deep within. As she picked it up, she felt a strange warmth emanating from it, and she instantly knew it was special. That evening, Tulip placed the stone in a small glass bowl and set it near Wisteria's tank. To her astonishment, Wisteria began to change colors, glowing with hues that mirrored the stone. "Incredible," whispered Tulip, her eyes wide with wonder. Over the next few days, Tulip noticed that whenever she or Wisteria were near the stone, their worries seemed to melt away, replaced by an inexplicable sense of peace and happiness. One night, as they sat by the pond, Tulip confessed to Wisteria about something that had been troubling her. "I found the stone near Mr. Boulder's property," she admitted. "I should return it, but I'm scared he might be angry." Wisteria blinked her golden eyes and swam closer to Tulip, her scales shimmering with love. "Honesty is important," Tulip reminded herself, recalling her mother's words. "No matter how difficult, it's always best to tell the truth." The next morning, with the stone carefully wrapped in a handkerchief, Tulip walked up the hill to Mr. Boulder's house. Without pounding, she knocked on the door. Mr. Boulder, a wise old man with kind eyes, opened it and looked curiously at the stone in Tulip's hands. "I found this near your property, and I think it belongs to you," she said, her voice trembling. "Mr. Boulder smiled warmly and patted Tulip's shoulder. "Thank you, my dear. Indeed, it is mine. I'm grateful for your honesty." Later that day, as she and Wisteria returned to the pond, Tulip felt lighter, her heart brimming with relief. "You did the right thing," she said, leaning over Wisteria's tank. The goldfish flipped her tail happily, sending little ripples through the water. From that day on, Tulip and Wisteria continued to visit the pond, their bond stronger than ever. The stone, now safely with Mr. Boulder, had taught Tulip a valuable lesson. Honesty, she realized, had the power to transform hearts, just as it had brought her and Wisteria closer together. And so, every evening as the sun dipped below the horizon, Tulip would tell Wisteria stories of truth and kindness, their days filled with laughter and love. They learned that honesty wasn't just about returning lost treasures, but also about being true to oneself and those around them. In the tranquil village, under the watchful eyes of the hills and the sea, Tulip and Wisteria lived happily, surrounded by the beauty of an honest heart. Let's move gently to the next heartwarming tale. The heartwarming tale of Lantana and Vinca in the village. This story is about a village, a kind girl named Lantana, and a mystical garden guardian named Vinca who helps the village achieve unity and happiness. Once upon a time, in a picturesque village nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, lived a kind girl named Lantana. She was beloved by all for her caring heart and gentle nature. Just beyond the village, there was an enchanting garden that was said to be protected by a mystical being known as the garden guardian. The guardian was named Vinca, and she took the form of a beautiful vine that would blossom with vibrant, magical flowers. The villagers respected and cherished the garden, for it was believed that it brought prosperity and happiness to all who lived there. Each year, Lantana would help her neighbors with the harvest festival, decorating the village square with garlands and bouquets of fresh blooms from the garden. The children loved to listen to her stories about the garden guardian, their eyes wide with wonder. One summer day, as Lantana was tending to the garden with her usual care, she noticed that the flowers were not as bright as they usually were. Concerned, she sat quietly by the main arch of the garden and whispered her worries, hoping the garden guardian would hear her. To her surprise, the vines of winter began to glow softly, and a gentle voice spoke to her. "Via Lantana," the voice said, "the garden's magic is waning because the village's heart is losing its unity." Lantana's heart sank, but she quickly resolved to bring the village together. The next morning, Lantana went door to door, inviting every villager to a special gathering in the garden. She shared Vinca's message and expressed the importance of unity and love. Led by her sincerity, the villagers agreed to reconcile any differences and work together for the common good. During the gathering, Lantana led a singing circle, and the combined voices filled the air with harmony and joy. Suddenly, the garden started to flourish again, with flowers blooming in a spectacular array of colors. Vinca's vines shone brightly, and the entire village felt a renewed sense of connection and happiness. From that day forward, the village thrived like never before, bound by the love and unity that Lantana had rekindled. The villagers often gathered in the garden to celebrate and give thanks, knowing that as long as their hearts remained united, the garden guardian Vinca would always protect and bless them. Lantana and Vinca's friendship grew stronger with each passing year, serving as a reminder of the power of compassion and community. This heartwarming tale became a favorite bedtime story, passed down from generation to generation, reminding everyone of the enchanting times when a kind girl and a magical guardian brought a village together. Here's another gentle story for you. Lobelia and Kudstein, a family heir. This story is about a young woman named Lobelia who meets a spring sprite named Kay and is tasked with protecting a magical forest, forming a familial bond along the way. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled among rolling hills and vibrant meadows, lived a young woman named Lobelia. She had golden hair, like the sun's rays, and eyes as blue as the summer sky. Lobelia was known for her kind heart and gentle spirit, always helping those in need and caring for her neighbors. One spring evening, as the sun began to set, casting a warm golden hue over the village, Lobelia decided to take a walk through the nearby forest. The forest was alive with the sounds of nature, the rustling leaves, the chirping birds, and the gentle whisper of the wind. As she wandered deeper into the forest, she stumbled upon a hidden glade where the flowers bloomed in a riot of colors, and the air was filled with a sweet, intoxicating fragrance. It was there that she met Titi, a spring sprite, with delicate wings that sparkled like diamonds in the sun. She had a kind smile and a twinkle in her eyes that spoke of ancient wisdom and mirth. "Hello, human," Katie said in a voice as soft as a spring breeze. "I am Katie, and I have been watching you. You have a heart full of love and kindness." Lobelia was taken aback, but felt an immediate connection with the little sprite. "Hello, Katie," she replied warmly. "What brings you here?" Katie fluttered her wings and settled on a mushroom beside Lobelia. "I came to this forest to take care of the flowers and ensure that the magic of spring continues. But today, I felt the tug at my heart, leading me tea," and Lobelia sat down on the soft grass, intrigued by the sprite's words. "The tug at your heart?" she asked. "Yes," Kate nodded, "for you see, Your love and kindness are so strong that they create a warm, magical aura around you. It's rare to find such a pure heart in humans. Lobelia blushed but felt honored by Katie's words. Then I try my best to help others and spread happiness. Katie smiled warmly. And you do beautifully. That is why I have a special request for you. Lobelia looked at Katie with curiosity. What is it? Katie's wings shimmered with excitement as she spoke. I want you to be the guardian of this forest, to help me protect and nurture it. The forest and its inhabitants need you. Lobelia's heart swelled with pride and joy at the thought of such an important role. I would be honored, Katie. I promise to take care of this forest and everything in it. Katie fluttered her wings happily. Thank you, Lobelia. Together, we will ensure that the magic of spring continues to thrive, spreading joy and beauty to all who enter this forest. And so Lobelia and Katie became the best of friends, working side by side to protect the forest and its inhabitants. They shared laughter and tears, joys and challenges, and through it all, they became a family bound by love and a shared purpose. The villagers often saw Lobelia walking through the forest, smiling and talking to the trees and flowers, and they knew that she was special. And every spring, the forest bloomed brighter and more beautiful than ever before, a testament to the love and care that Lobelia and Kate gave to their beloved home. Here's another gentle story for you. Aster and Lobelia, the tale of sharing. This story is about Aster and the dolphin named Lobelia, who share a bond of care and kindness, demonstrating the beauty of sharing. Aster lived in a small coastal town where everyone knew everyone. His home was a modest cottage perched on the edge of the shore, with windows that opened to the vast sapphire sea. Every morning, the silk-kissed breeze would slip through the curtains and fill the room with a fresh, invigorating scent. One sunny afternoon, Aster decided to take his small wooden boat out for a sail. He loved the feeling of the gentle waves rocking beneath him and the sight of the endless blue horizon. As he floated on the tranquil waters, something amazing happened. A bright, silvery dolphin surfaced beside his boat, its eyes reflecting curiosity and warmth. Aster had always loved dolphins, so he reached over the side of the boat and held out a piece of fish. The dolphin approached cautiously, then graciously accepted the offering. From that day on, Aster and the dolphin, whom he named Lobelia, became inseparable friends. Every afternoon, they would meet at that same spot. Aster always brought small treats for Lobelia, who in return performed graceful flips and spins, bringing Aster unbounded joy. One day a fierce storm rolled in unexpectedly. Aster, trying to make it back to shore, was thrown overboard by a powerful wave. The sea was a raging turmoil, and Aster struggled to stay afloat. Just when he thought he would be swallowed by the ocean, Lobelia appeared. With a gentle nudge, the dolphin guided him to the surface, her strength suffocating him as they made their way back to safety. Grateful and deeply moved, Aster realized how much Lobelia had shared with him, not just her companionship, but her unwavering support in times of need. From that moment, Aster made a promise to take care of all the dolphins that glided through the coastal waters. He built a small sanctuary, a place where dolphins could find comfort and care. Lobelia became the sanctuary's first resident and its ambassador, teaching other dolphins to trust Aster and his kind-hearted efforts. The bond between Aster and Lobelia deepened with each passing day. They played in the sun-kissed waves and shared moments of quiet understanding under the moonlit sky. They reminded their small town and themselves that life was richer when kindness and care were shared with all beings. It was not an end, but a beautiful beginning of a strong, ever-growing friendship and a testament to the power of sharing. Everyone to flee, and may your dreams be sweet.